may this be one of the best moments of your life. You're listening to the Business Mirror Podcast for a broader look on business with Senior Editor Dennis Estopase.
Good day. Welcome to Business Mondays with BM, a segment of the BM Broader Look podcast, which focuses on the Philippine stock market. The Business Mondays with BM podcast is based on the stock market outlook story, which is written by Business Mirror reporter VG Kabuwag and comes out every Monday. For the text version online, please go to www.businessmirror.com.ph and search for Stock Market Outlook. For the print edition, please go to the companies section of the Business Mirror newspaper. Let's get on with the story.
Powered by Hino Philippines.
Share prices fell last week, with the main index dropping below the 6,000 point level. The decrease, however, was smaller compared with previous weeks, even as President Duterte's fifth State of the Nation address failed to perk up the market. The benchmark Philippine Stock Exchange Index fell 74.81 points during the 4-day trading week to close at 5,928.45 points. Christopher Mangun, research head at AAA Securities Incorporated, said this is the smallest weekly loss in the Philippine Stock Exchange Index in the last 4 weeks of trading. Mangun said the loss is telling investors that selling pressure is waning. Mangun said President Duterte's speech last Monday failed to uplift the general sentiment as most did not see a clear economic recovery plan. The Philippine Stock Exchange Index came all the way down to support level at 5,800 points at the beginning of the week, but recovered during the succeeding 2 days as buying pressure mounted. Second quarter earnings season is in full swing with most investors already expecting the worst, Mangun said. The average value of trade for the week was still low at 4.01 billion pesos, while foreign investors were net sellers at 2.08 billion pesos. Most of the sub-indices ended down with the exception of the industrial index, which gained 135.30 points to close at 6,151.38. The mining and oil index also climbed 359.33 to 5,489.77. The broader all shares index fell 32.74 to close at 3,500.27. The financials index declined 44.49 to 1,139.13. The holding firms index shed 117.60 to close at 6,151.38. The property index retreated 11.47 to 2,913.03. And the services index lost 13 to close at 1,379.39. For the week, losers edged gainers 125 to 120 and 23 shares were unchanged. The top gainers for the week were MRC Allied Incorporated, Nickel Asia Corporation, Boulevard Holdings Incorporated, Merrimart Consumer Corporation, Manila Mining Corporation B, and First Gen Corporation. The top losers, meanwhile, were MJC Investments Corporation, Metro Alliance Holdings and Equities Corporation B, Vista Land and Lifescapes Incorporated, Oriental Petroleum and Minerals Corporation B, Abra Mining and Industrial Corporation, and Da Vinci Capital Holdings Incorporated. Share prices may remain depressed this week as investors continue to doubt an economic recovery in the second half, while the reporting season is not showing any good signs among the top listed firms. Broker 2 Trade Asia said slower sessions might characterize August trades, timed with the Ghost Festival month. Uncertainties may prevail on the second half trajectory as participants wait how companies will undertake their capex lineup, Broker 2 Trade Asia said. 2 Trade Asia said it sees immediate support for the main index at 5,500 points to 5,700 points and resistance at 6,000 points. Meanwhile, Mangun said the main index finished the month of July down 4.5%, ending 3 consecutive months of gains as investors doubt a swift economic recovery. That being said, according to Mangun, buying pressure has started to peak as investors see value at current levels. Mangun said that after 4 consecutive weeks of losses, the main index is due for a technical bounce and they may see it fulfilled in the coming week. Mangun added that there may be an increase in trading volumes. The government will announce this week the performance of the country's gross domestic product for the second quarter. Brokers are expecting a contraction of between 12% and 15% as the country was in complete lockdown in April and May. The economic activity in June was not strong enough to prevent a contraction. For the stock picks, broker Call Financial Group Incorporated said it likes the stock of Pure Gold Price Club Incorporated, the grocery chain operator of businessman Lucio Co., due to its sustained sales growth amid increased demand for essential goods. Call Financial said the strong peso and better sales mix were beneficial for the SNR membership club. Call Financial placed a fair value on the stock at 54 pesos and 50 centavos and advised clients to buy shares below 47 pesos and 40 centavos. Pure Gold shares closed last week at 48 pesos apiece. Meanwhile, Call Financial also advised to accumulate the stock of Aboitiz Power Corporation despite the company's weak earnings in 2020 due to lower power demand, large uncontracted capacity, and outages. Call Financial said the worst is over as lockdowns are lifted, with power demand now at 90% to 95% of pre-enhanced community quarantine level. Call Financial added that long-term outlook remains good given vertically integrated operations and diversified and well-balanced portfolio of power generation assets. Call Financial gave a fair value on the stock at 33 pesos and 57 centavos and advised to buy below 26 pesos and 90 centavos per share. The shares of Aboitiz Power closed on Thursday at 25 pesos and 65 centavos apiece.
Brought to you by Hino Philippines.
Thank you for listening to the Business Mirror podcast. For a broader look on business, follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Business Mirror. Until next time.